The tail of the tape for our next fight pits two gladiators. Chad Hitman Hinton, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Cincinnati, is being challenged by Nick Berwanger, weighing at 155 pounds, also fighting out of the Queen City.
Here we go. Should be an exciting fight. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of information on Chad Hinton. I know he's a very well-rounded fighter. He's an exciting fighter. And so I believe this is not his first MMA big show. He's a very tenacious fighter. From the people that know him, say that Chad is a very aggressive fighter. So we like to see him come out and represent Cincinnati. Mick I have trained with occasionally. Mick is a very strong fighter as well. He's very determined. And so let's just see what happens in this fight. Chad throws for a hook, and he's already sucking on
a body lock.
Berwanger's one of the Team Vision's more experienced fighters, meaning that he's had quite a few fights, amateur fights. Hopefully, he'll be able to use that to his advantage tonight. Chad goes with a nice takedown, and Berwanger pulls guard.
Can't really see what's going on from this angle, Josh. You're going to be a little bit on your own right now.
Berwanger's pulling guard on him. Chad had him stuffed in the fence, and Mick's doing a real good job using his feet to turn him away. And you're in the guard, you do not want to be stuffed against the fence for the mere reason that you need to be able to create space, shrimp out. Went for an armbar there, missed it, and unfortunately for Berwanger, that gave up the side control to Chad Hinton. Chad's doing a great job controlling the side here.
Working knees from the side.
Working knees, and now he's going for a choke. Berwanger's back to his feet. This is a good fight. So he's got that in deep. I don't think it's deep enough, so Chad Hinton better be careful here and not burn his arms out.
Guys that I know that train with Chad say that he's twice as strong as he looks, and
he looks pretty daggone strong.
He looks pretty strong.
A lot of times when you got guys with that much muscle, Rob, at that lean of a weight, they've dropped from a much heavier weight.
He just jumped guard arms, got a guillotine, got it in.
And that's deep.
Pretty deep.
But he got out. Got out. I don't know if he could put the pressure needed there to finish it. And I'd hate to see Chad, burn himself out here because he is dominating so far. And I think he's going to eventually let go of that. Mick Berwanger did a good job pulling half guard. Chad doesn't have much there. He got his head out. A lot of times, Rob, you got to know when to let go of a submission. If you're just that close, but you know you're not going to get it, you need to let it go just so you don't waste the energy on it.
Exactly.
Chad's on top, laying down some good punching, some good elbows. Berwanger's doing a good job staying active on the bottom, and he's a little bit of a spider guard there. Pulling back in half guard.
He's almost got him reversed.
And he does. Nice sweep. If the fence wasn't there,
he could have had that, yes.
Been there. He pull full guard again.
Mick doing a pretty decent job of protecting himself on the ground.
He is, and I think
Chad does have him lodged up against the cage pretty well. He's trying to stuff him here a little bit.
You can hear a lot of people here to support Chad Hinton. I think it's probably evident Chad is probably a little stronger than Berwanger, but Berwanger's using technique to try to counter that a little bit. Strength can help you. Strength can also hurt you. You can rely on it too much, and it can burn you out quicker. Is that right, Rob?
Yeah, I agree, absolutely. A lot of times people, I think, rely on just being strong, and they think that's going to carry them, and a guy who's smart will technique a guy out, just wait for his strength to dissipate, and go to town on him. But it looks like Chad did the smart thing, and he's being pretty patient. He's working at a decent pace, not going too crazy, not wasting punches, wasting movement.
I think there he had a good punch, and he actually punched the post. Berwanger's doing a good job. So many times in guard, the biggest thing is staying active. When you see that punch coming in, reaching up, try to tie the arm up, or using your feet to change angle of the head, so it's it's going to turn to a glancing blow instead of a direct blow. Chad's doing a good job posting up one hand, trying to strike the other, but he's got to be careful because sticking your limb out like that, you can get armbarred pretty easy. Trying to get one knee on the bicep over there, and that one connected.
Chad could pass this guard pretty easily at this point, and if I was him, I'd be telling him to pass guard.
Yeah, I think you're right. Right there, you can stuff that leg through and get through and pass. But I think he's just more worried about pounding the ground right now. I think that seems to be his game.
I think he might even make himself a little more room to do that ground and pounding if he was to pass guard.
Right. Now, in the pro fights here, we jump up to 5-minute rounds, right, Rob?
Yes.
So that's why if you're wondering why you're sitting at home, like, oh, this round should be getting close to over. No, it's going to go an additional 2 minutes. And these guys have conditioned, hopefully have conditioned for that.
Again, as we talked about that earlier, a lot of times that's just the accumulation of repetition. Right. Guys have an experience. Learn how to manage the emotions of the evening, learn how to not be too tense, too tight at certain points of the fight.
Well,
relax and breathe.
He's doing a great job of controlling his fight right now. They're going to stand him up. Neither fighter was doing too much. It looked like Chad was being aggressive with punches, but at the same time, Mick was doing a great job countering the punches. Mick's got a little bit of, ooh, that one almost hit him. Cannot drop your hands at any point, especially someone that's a hard hitter like Chad Hinton. Both kind of tired. Chad looks to be throwing some pretty hard leather there. Wild
They're
punches.
both swinging pretty wild. Ooh, he's attempted a spinning back fist there.
Little Shoney Carter there. Mitt and catch, though. He looks like he's got some power, Rob. I mean, he looks like he throws punches hard. But, you know, one misconception is a swinging arm. It does carry a lot of velocity, but it doesn't compare to be keeping your feet up underneath you and having a good solid base when you throw a punch.
Right.
I mean, I know time and time again, you know, training with you, you've always preached on using your hips punching. Can you elaborate on it a little more and explain a little more what you mean when you say to a fighter, get your hips into a punch?
Well, if you think about it from a standpoint of leverage, if somebody hung you from a harness from the ceiling, you couldn't hit very hard. He's swinging wide, shortest distance is 2 points, straight line, coming straight at the center. Easier said than done. Man, it takes a lot of practice to get to where you can do that in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, especially, yeah, like you said, in the heat of the moment, especially when you're in there and punches. But, I mean, like right there, you see Mick Berwanger attack, and it was good that he's being aggressive. He's on the mount. But going back on the attack, but it's a wide punch. And, you know, when you wide punch, what's that do? It squares your hips up and allows you to be shot on and taken down. I think that might have cut him open. I might be seeing, oh, he almost got him turned there. I'm seeing either a big goose egg or a little blood. Hard to see from here. Chad Hinton's doing a good job. Here's what we're talking about, folks. He's getting his position before he's working his submission. Whether it be submission by punches, submission by technique. Got his back here, see if he works his hooks in. I think he's just looking to punish him.
He's sunk his hooks in. He's got him on his back.
He's working that body. And that's one thing a lot of people don't do enough of. They cover the head up, work their body.
Absolutely. Body kills.
You don't
nice right hand there. He's flattening him out. He's pushed his hips down. He's
bad news.
Very, very difficult to get out of this. No leverage to create at all, and it's over.
And it's over. Chad Hinton brings it home for the west side of Cincinnati.
Good win for Chad.
In his MMA debut at 155 pounds, he wins his first fight. He is now 1-0 as a pro.
Well, all that Slim Fast that he was drinking for this fight, I think has probably worked for him.
Yeah, he did. And folks, I think he's an advertisement for himself. He's out of Cincy MMA. Maybe CincyMMA.com. They have a banner there in the ring. I'm sure if you Google Cincy MMA, you can find it. You know, it's definitely a good place to go check out for training. And if you just use him as his own advertisement, check him out for his own diet advice.
He probably eats Big Macs every day.
More than likely.
You hate guys like that.
Yeah, you hate guys like that. Yeah. You know, I actually dabbled a little bit in bodybuilding for a few years ago, and I competed for a few years, and I know what discipline it takes to get that lean, and for him to come in that lean and fight at that level, it's pretty remarkable.
Well, again, Chad Hinton victorious. Ground and pound victory. And he now is 1-0 as a pro. 1-0, one knockout.